question is for state representative candidates, and the topic is education. Over the past 3 years, the state has cut 25% from the region's higher education budget. Now, lottery money in our state helps fund the Hope scholarships and pre-K programs, yet tuition for state higher education facilities just rose under 6.3% to offset state funding cuts. Federal race to the top funds will add more money to Tennessee's education budget, but only for a limited time, and it must be spent specifically. Nashville's public schools receive less money from the state DEP funds than rural districts because we're an urban district. The high school dropout rate continues to rise, leaving many in this future generation even without a basic education. If elected, what will you do to ensure that all Tennesseans have the opportunity to receive the best education possible at an affordable cost? And what specifically will you do for the schools in District 60 and the city of Nashville? Mr. Tobey.
Thank you.
Thank
you. I think education is incredibly important. Kay and I raised a young lady that's now 29 years old, and she's a physician. We're very proud of that, and we know what it takes to raise a child into that level of education, and also, more importantly, to teach that type of desire and responsibility. It's key. I apologize for the boring story, but again, I'm telling you what I did. You know, I've been there, I've done that. I'm a parent just like each of you. Unfortunately, I'm challenged by the question because it gets back to the budget. I think we started this evening talking about, do we have enough money? Should we spend more? What I generically heard in that question, and I apologize if I was listening incorrectly, but it sounds like, how do we get more money in it? Complicated. It's about as complicated as that wonderful sign over there with all those little pieces going together. I need help. I need to understand what's important. I actually think we have some darn good schools, and I think we're blessed in District 60. I think that we're a great example to other districts, but I do believe that we can improve that, and I want to serve you in a manner in which allows us to improve that.
Mr. Bradley.
Thank you. This is an issue of great concern for me, specifically as it relates to our high school students going to college. It scares me that year after year, we're seeing the tuition rates in our colleges skyrocket. And yet we keep saying, well, you've got the Hope Scholarship, you've got that money to go to college, that's going to help you go to college. Well, that scholarship money is not rising at the same level as the tuition cost for those college students and those students that are trying to get those parents trying to get their kids to college. We've got to worry about, we've got to put together a plan that works on sustainability for this lottery scholarship. If we don't do that, we're going to lose more and more kids as dropouts in high school because they know there's no hope for them going to college.
Thank you. I happen to work for the state of Tennessee for 32 years, and most of my work has been in DCS working with troubled youth. I've seen the impact of students not getting a good start. And I'm going to tell you, if we don't invest in our education, we're going to pay for it on the back end. One of the first things I would do is call for a complete study. One of the things I want to see us do is get those teachers out, get those administrators out that are not effective. Let's get our students ready to move to a new and better progressive stage. We're ranked last in the education department in several areas. We've got to do better than that. One of the things that I thought we could do is have each superintendent come up with a plan, institute it, and make sure we have the checks and balances. We've got to do better. We've got to make sure that our kids are equipped to compete with students across the United States. Education is the backbone of any good society, and I will guarantee you that will be an agenda with me.
Thank you. Mr. Johnson.
Thank you. We won the race to the top. Those are one-time funds, and we have to be very careful with that because if you start spending it now, you've got to replace that money when the race to the top money runs out. So that's a concern. But there were a couple of legislative items that I believe passed this previous session that I'm absolutely in support of and will continue to support. One has to do with creating some additional ways that we can help secondary schools that are failing to get their grades up, to get them back to where they're functioning in the proper way. And the second one, and this one I'm really, really excited about, is called Complete College. And what that does is it puts all of the community colleges on the same playing field. It makes sure that all the credits that you get at a community college apply to four-year college. It allows you to apply to a two-year college and a four-year college simultaneously. And generally, the tuition is much less expensive than a 2-year. So I think that is the correct direction that we need to go.
On this one, you're going to get me to it, I bet you. This one bothers me the most, it bothers my soul a great deal. So that's why I want to stand up and look at you. If you elect me a legislature, I guarantee and promise you that I'm going to work on this. Even though that most people say the legislature doesn't have much to do with the problems in this district. I'm going to look at everyone. We all live here in Donaldson, Hermitage, Antioch. And when I say McGavick High School or Antioch High School, most of you look down at your toes. Because we're not very proud of it. We're not very proud of what's going on over there. Because a comprehensive high school is not a good idea. It is not a good idea. Anybody that thinks it is has not really looked hard at that school. I'm going to work hard. I want to get with the mayors and the school board, the governor, whoever we have to do to fix this problem. You cannot be proud. Yes, race to the top is fine and dandy, but you can't be proud and stand up in front of people and high-five each other over the fact we came in last place. We came in last place. That's why we got the money. So we have to work on it. And I guarantee you and promise you already.
The next question is juvenile court clerk question related to staff changes. Each person has